Thank you very much, Brian. Good to be here with you. And by the way, what you're mentioning is completely true. Unfortunately, most dry cleaners are still using that perchloroethylene, which is really not healthy for you, for your workers, for your clothes, for anything or anybody.
I agree.
So, that's one of the reasons that I did get involved in the dry cleaning business, looking for ways to make life better for the customers and for the people that work in the dry cleaning business.
Absolutely.
When I got to the U.S., I'm originally from South America. When I got to the U.S., I saw that the dry cleaning business was still way back in time. They still use the old perchloroethylene. They still use. I'm talking about 15 years ago.
Sure.
And back then, green was not an issue. People were still using the old style things. They use these big steam presses. Everything running out of industrial boilers for the dry cleaning plants, and I saw an opportunity to try and change the way that things were done, because actually, if you remember walking in, even today, if you walk into most dry cleaners, you still have the heat, the sweatshops, the smell of all those products that they do use. Now, if you walk into an OXXO, and by the way, there is one in Frisco, and there's another one in Plano, in your area, and you will see you're walking into like a boutique style air conditioning. Everything is hand ironed, not pressed. We use green products, which is something called green earth, which is silicone, which is actually liquid sand. And we, instead of pressing the shirts, we blow dry them, and everything's electric, so we're sustainable. Even the new product that we're coming out with for the shirt cleaning, the detergent, is going to be more biodegradable than most soaps are. It doesn't use as much diesel fuel in it as most soaps do, or all other soaps do. So actually, we are always trying to stay up with the best green technology and stay as green as possible, because we do care about the environment. We do care about our communities and the people that live there, their work, and, of course, the way they look.
Mm-hmm. Salomon Mishaan, founder and CEO of OXXO Care Cleaners. You've got over 50 locations. Wow, I was just reading some of the information here, and you guys are all over the country.
Yes, we do. We're actually in Texas. We're in Houston, we're in Dallas, and we're growing in Texas. And we're up in the Northeast, and we're in South Florida. So yes, we are growing throughout the country.
Do you think that, and I always look at millennials changing the way you've got craft coffee, craft beer. Do you think, in a way, millennials and building up to this millennial generation looked at dry cleaning and said, how can we make this greener? How can we make this safer, a little bit more environmentally friendly? Would you kind of contribute that to millennials, or is this just the evolution of dry cleaning?
Well, I hope it'll be the evolution of dry cleaning. I think that the millennials will like this. What we did for millennials, although it was 15 years ago when millennials are just getting going then, is that we have a 24-hour ATM where they can pick up, or anybody can pick up their clothes 24 hours a day. So that means that there's no more running to the dry cleaners. You just go to dinner, go to the movies, and we're available through that ATM to pick up the clothes. So that's what millennials are looking for, automated through an app, and we'd have that as well. So we're also very technologically improving our systems.
Absolutely. I remember, boy, I tell you what, the days back, Solomon, I know you could probably remember that, and you've seen it, where it's 200 degrees in that place, and you got a boiler, and one of the boilers goes down, and all the steam traps blocked, and so press is not working. It's just a nightmare. But you've changed. You got such a different operation there. Take us through. If someone has not been in one of your locations and they walk in the door, you're instantly feeling what? That it's not 200 degrees. It's a cool 72 degrees in your plant?
Absolutely. Actually, when you walk into one of our locations, since we don't have the industrial steam boiler and all the steam pipes that feed all the equipment, and we don't use the big steam presses, then you walk in, and what you see, actually, it's like an open kitchen restaurant, because what you see is all the girls or the men that work in the store are uniformed. They have the ironing tables. They're industrial ironing, but they are ironing. And like I said, the shirts are done on a mannequin that blows hot air and steam to press them. We don't press them and burn them like the other
crush the buttons
equipment does. So yes, absolutely. We don't have to worry about the heat, and it smells very nicely because we don't use all these chemicals. So actually, when people walk in after walking into any traditional dry cleaner, including today, most dry cleaners, you walk into them and immediately you get hit by that heat wave that's in there. Not in our stores.
Yeah, what do you expect the future is of this Top Terra? Is kind of a premium detergent for you guys. I mean, you feel like the consumer is going to really take notice of this product and it will continue to expand?
Oh, absolutely. We feel that that's going to be first of all, the soap cleans just as well or even better than your regular soap that you get in the supermarket, and it's got the softeners and the enzymes, but it's got 40% less diesel in its formula. So we're actually, and the people that are developing it are trying to get that down as much as possible. It's instead of using fuel oil, they use diesel, biodiesel, which comes from the palm trees. So it's a big step, and it was a very big investment for the company that developed it for us. But we see that it's going to be great, and the reason we're offering it to the public at our stores is so that they have access to it until the supermarkets get their hands on it.
Solomon, I always love to ask this question when I have entrepreneurs on the show like yourself. What got you into this industry?
Like I say, when I got to see the way that the dry cleaning industry continued lagging, and there was an opportunity to change things, that's where I looked at it. In Europe, they do the hand ironing. They're not as green, but they do the hand ironing. So I added the hand ironing, which gives you the quality. Then I added the environmental, which is the Green Earth products to be clean and green. Back then, like I say, Al Gore began that. They say that jump on the bandwagon. I think that we were the bandwagon because
nice.
We were there before Al Gore started pushing the green. and then, of course, all the technology that we have with the 24-hour door, which is something that, yes, it does make the original investment a little bit higher for the franchisees, but in the long run, it pays for itself, and the customers love it, and it brings customers, and it makes life easier. So we were looking to make life easier and cleaner for our customers, and that's basically what got me into this.
There you go. The website is OXXOUSA.com. That's OXXOUSA.com. Or if you want to get into the franchise, we talk a lot on this show about people kind of breaking out of their jobs that they may not like and getting into something that's new and progressive, and it's the future of that industry, which this is. You can call 1-866-462-6996. Okay, before I let you go, we'll talk shop here for a second. The most requested service that when people walk into your place is what? I want my shirts starched more. I want, can you remove the stain of red wine? What do you think it is?
Well, we do have the stain removal, which people are very happy when they leave because they can't believe that we took certain stains out of there. Yeah, well, the shirts are a very important product that we do because of the way we do them. We don't burn the buttons, we don't burn the material. The shirts fall. We actually recommend, and we teach our customers that starch it just makes it easier for the dry cleaner, but it makes your clothes last less time because the starch actually hurts your material, and when they press it down, it just burns the material, and within a few times that you go to the cleaners, they start like ripping or feeling uncomfortable. So actually, starch doesn't do too much for the shirts, and once they see the way that we do them, we get too many shirts, which is great. That's what we're there for.
How often do you recommend somebody dry clean a suit, like a business suit or a pantsuit for a woman? How often? How many wears should you go through before you clean it?
We recommend 3 wears.
Okay.
The third time, and we do say bring both pants and jacket at the same time.
There you go. Salomon Mishaan, founder and CEO of OXXO Care Cleaners. We certainly appreciate your time today. I'm a big fan of you guys, and you are more than welcome to come on the show and talk shop anytime you want. I would imagine, before I let you go, the landlords love you, because back in the day,
absolutely.
It was back in the day. You know how tough it was to get a lease anywhere.
Oh, we're the only dry cleaner that is allowed in public market shopping centers to do a full plant because of the way we do things.
That's it. That's that's when you know you're doing it right, when those real estate guys want you in their center.
That's right.
Versus the other guys. So I challenge everybody that's listening to us right now. Go to your cleaners you go to now. Walk in, take a deep breath, and you tell me if you want to wear those clothes on your body all day. Salomon, thank you so much for joining us. You have a happy July 4th.
Thank you. You too. Happy July 4th. And remember, OXXO is hugs and kisses. So for everybody, that's a good way to remember it.